Welcome to Less Than 12 Parsecs, the fastest Star Wars podcast in the galaxy. Now here's your host, Tim McMahon.
Yesterday on the show, we had podcaster Stephen Kent from the Beltway Banthas podcast on the show. And like all podcasters who come on to be interviewed, well, they don't get away that easy. I make them sit through 10 stupid questions, and they only have 10 seconds to answer each one. Let's see how Stephen does with his 10 stupid questions. Number 1. In the novel Star Wars Bloodlines, it talks about the political parties, the centrists and the populace. What would be a good name for a third-party party in the Star Wars galaxy, and what would be their point of view?
The absolutists. Their point of view is that everything is in absolutes and everything must be in black and white with no compromise.
Number 2, a Bantha belt or Sarlacc suspenders, which is more fashionable?
Sarlacc suspenders, because there would be teeth and really cool clippers on each end, just like that mouth thing that comes out of the ground.
Number 3, in the US, the Republicans use the elephant as their mascot and the Democrats use the donkey. In Star Wars, what real-world Earth animals would the Empire and the Rebellion use as mascots?
The Empire would use a lion, and it would look just like Scar from The Lion King. And the Rebels would use an armadillo. Don't ask me why.
Number 4, in that galaxy far, far away, do you think there's a push to legalize medical death sticks?
No, I do not.
Number 5, if Palpatine's galactic empire only lasted 20-some-odd years, in your opinion, how historically significant is the Empire in the grand scheme of galactic history? And remember, you only have 10 seconds to answer.
You know what? I think it's really insignificant. In sort of a similar way to Hitler's Third Reich. I mean, there's a massive blip on the radar, but I think in thousands of years later, it's going to be forgotten.
Number 6, was the destruction of the Death Star an inside job?
Yes, we are going to learn in Rogue One that it was quite intentional and quite an inside job.
Number 7, Leia was a senator at 17 and Amidala was an elected queen at age 14. Is this something that we should be experimenting with here in the US?
Yes, I think we should at least consider lowering the voting age, and I also think that the purity of children's minds can teach us a whole lot about ourselves and maybe the right choices that we should be making in policy.
Number 8, is there anything you would like to ask me?
If you had to vote for Lando Calrissian or Princess Leia, who would you vote for?
I'm sorry, I was only looking for a simple yes or no answer to my question, so let's move on. Sorry, I'm such a jerk.
I was like, oh, did I get that wrong?
Number 9, your show refers to Washington, D.C. as a wretched hive of scum and villainy. Would you rather be referred to as scum or a villain, and why?
I would rather be referred to as a villain, because villain is subjective, and I think scum is not.
Number 10, in our world, there was a block of voters known as Bernie Bros. What would be the Star Wars equivalent to this label?
Oh, well, oh gosh, oh no, the Palpatine puppets.
Thank you, Stephen, for answering my 10 stupid questions. Folks, be sure to check out Beltway Banthas.
Silly Jedi! Silly Jedi!
You've been listening to Less Than 12 Parsecs, the fastest Star Wars podcast in the galaxy, part of the expanded Fandomverse network of shows. For links and show notes, visit our website, TwelveParsecsPodcast.com. Follow Less Than 12 Parsecs on Twitter at 12parpod, on Instagram at 12ParsexPodcast, on Tumblr at 12ParsexPodcast, and find us on Facebook as well. And please let us know what you think. Email us at 12ParsexPodcast@gmail.com.